face some tests and some you'll win and some you'll fail. C'est la vie. Too many choices, too little time. And when you finally made up your mind, sometimes you find a ship that sails. Oh, when you're feeling low and like there's nothing to show for all the life you've lived, you're so down and blue. But oh, when you're high and you're smiling wide, you hold no other belief than that your dreams will come true. C'est la vie. One day you're soaring, yeah, you're flying. The next you're soaring, yeah, you're crying. You never know what's round the bend. Make of it what you will and enjoy it until this grand adventure ends. Say it with me. C'est la vie. Da 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 da. 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 When you're feeling low and like there's nothing to show for all the life you've lived, you're so down and blue. But oh, when you're high and you're smiling wide, it's easy to see there's so much you can be. Blue's just another hue. C'est la vie. One day you wish that it would let her, but then the next you go and get her and make the best of what you've got. So let's seize the day and make our own way, whether it's easy or not. Say it with me. 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 C'est la vie. Welcome in, friends. What's going on? Happy Friday. How are you doing? What's the latest? Thank you so much for tuning in, Joe, Emily. Aaron, thank you for tuning in today. How are you doing? How was the event last week where everyone put in the secret wishes? Oh, Joe, good one. I haven't done that one in a while. Certainly not on the stream. Great request, Aaron. Thank you. Thanks, Joe. Thank you so much. Welcome in, friends. If you're here and I haven't said hi yet, let me know. I'd love to give you a shout. Let's see what's happening here. This one's just not. No, I don't want it. I don't mean that. I'm just trying to make sure I have access to all the chat. All of the chat. All the chats. Cool. All right. We have, thank you so much, Aaron, for the gift. So we've got a priority request there from Aaron. And then from Joe. Joe, did you, oh, you didn't. I guess you're trying to save your points anyway, right? I was like, are you wanting a ukulele song with that? What's going on, friends? It's been hectic for me. A lot of stuff going on, but really happy to be with you all today. I feel like it's been so long since I've seen you, even though I was here last week. Just feels like it's been a really long time, like much longer than normal. Okay. Love from Robin Hood for Aaron. Pretty sure I can do this from memory, but I'm gonna pull it up just to be safe. like it's very bright today. Love, it seems like only yesterday you were just a child at play. Sorry. Now you're all grown up inside of me. Oh, how fast those moments flee. Once we watched a lazy world go by. Now the days seem to fly. Life is brief, but when it's gone, love goes on and on. Love will live. Love will last. Love goes on and on and on and on. Once we watched a lazy world go by. Now the days seem to fly. Life is brief, but when it's gone, love goes on and on. Life is sweet, but when it's gone, love goes on and on. On and on. On and on. On and on. I love that song. So pretty. It was part of my set. So I'm doing this run at the theater right now. Those of you who have known me for a while, like, I don't really need to explain it, but just in case there's anyone new, there's theater that I work with. Often they have it's like our regional theater. So it's not like the big theater that gets all the touring stuff. It's like but it's not exactly like local theater, it's a regional theater. Anyway, I do music in the lobby for shows occasionally, like once or twice a year. So I do the whole run of the show. So the shows are usually like they're at least 2 weeks, sometimes 3, as much as long as 6 weeks. I think this is a 4-week run. Normally, it's I'm very grateful to have it, and I love being there, and I love working with the theater. It's great. But it's a little bit of an odd thing because I'm on a stage, but I'm sort of background music. So a lot of times, most of the time, I just kind of take my book, like my charts, and sort of feel out the room. Sometimes there's not really anyone there besides the volunteers and the people, the bartenders and stuff, until like the last 15 minutes. So that can be a good opportunity for me to, shed, practice, go through stuff I don't do that much, keeps it fresh for all the people there. But for this time, I thought it would be good for me to actually have a set list, do mostly my original music and not so much standards. It ended up being about half and half. But my ambition was to do loops. And so I created a set based on doing the songs with loops. And I sort of mapped out how that was going to work. But this opportunity came pretty quickly. Like, it only happened a few days before the thing started. So I was like, well, once I'll just kind of do it in stages where like I'll just get the set kind of memorized and off book, by maybe week 1, and then start playing everything to click by week 2, and then maybe start incorporating other effects and stuff by week 3, and then be in loops by week 4. But I'm already like at the end of week 2, and I just haven't had time, like that kind of stuff, to shed in advance, and to feel comfortable enough to do it in front of people. Because once there's like anxiety in the mix, like it's doomed. So you have to feel really comfortable. Anyway, it just requires a lot of prep time, and I haven't had any discretionary time because I'm at the theater every day. So it's been good. But anyway, the reason I brought that up is that song was in my set, because I wanted to do some loops with it. I even still have some of my husband's stuff. So I can't remember what I had mapped out for, but I think I was going to do shaker on that. And then, so basically just like loop shaker and then, and play along to it. And maybe I also have a kabasa. This is like my favorite. It's my favorite thing. You'll hear it on all my stuff. Anyway, or maybe it's supposed to be like this. Yeah. Thank you so much for gifting a sub, Joe. Anyway, they have one of, they make one of these that's like a foot pedal, and I really want one. It's like, it's expensive though. It's like $220 or something, like $220, but you can set it up. So like all the recordings we've been doing have this on it. Like, Aren't We All has this on it. Sorry, it's a little close to the mic. Anyway, so I want the pedal because then I can do it'll do the click on step, and you can also set it so that it'll go like when you go and release. I really want one. I was hoping that I would be able to get it before the end of this run, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Anyway, so I was practicing all the songs that I was planning on looping for the first like 2 weeks of the show, but it really, like, the set doesn't work as well without the loop. So I've been kind of like I kind of have like if I'm not going to loop, this is the set I'm going to do. And I'm still kind of like working out those kinks for that, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get to the looping on this run. We'll see. Hopefully I can, but I have an out of town gig tonight. I'm not at the theater tonight because I already had this out of town gig scheduled before they contracted me to do the show. So that tonight, I have a matinee and an afternoon and an evening show tomorrow, and then a matinee Sunday. So I'm not gonna have any time to do it before Sunday. I don't go back to the theater till Wednesday, but we have our membership event on Tuesday, and I need to write a new song before then and post it to you. So I don't see how I'm gonna find any time to work on, like, I'm gonna need at least 6 to 8 hours, not necessarily all at once, but to go through all the songs and make sure I'm comfortable enough to do them in person. So I don't see that happening anytime soon, like, because by the time next Wednesday rolls around, it'll be back at the theater and streams and all that every day. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that was all to say that I had like memorized it, felt good about it, but I haven't been playing it as much because I didn't include it in like the non-looping set. So I had like forgotten everything that I had worked toward. Oh, Is You Is, Is You Ain't? Yeah, good one. I know it is a perfect Valentine's song. I so agree. Okay. I went on a long rant there, so I got to go back into the chat and say hi to everyone. Thanks again so much for the gift, Aaron, and thank you for the song request. 20 questions went well. They got mine in 15. Oh, nice. Everyone else is in about 7. Wow, so they beat us by a long shot. Yours was the same as what you were giving to us, right? What's going on, Carlos? Buenos dias. How's it going? Audio sounds good. Oh, that's great. That's great to hear. Corinne made it. Wee! Are you counting the wheeze, Joe? How was your week, everybody? I kind of told you about my week. What's going on this weekend? Oh, you can't stay? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Michael, but I'm so glad you could join in and hang out with us. Clea was using Holly Frost emotes in the Habana stream this morning. Nice. I love it. I love both of them. Michael, I'm so glad you could tune in for a sec. I'd love to do that one for you. Intrigued by Holly Frost loop gigs. Need the points. Is you ain't. Yeah, we've got that added. Someone added that to the queue for you. Thank you, Joe, for adding that to the queue for Michael. So the queue, if any of you are looking at the queue, it'll say it's for Joe, but it's actually for Michael. Redeems rant. To narrate Peter and the Wolf. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that was a lot of talking. Valentine's at Parker tonight. Who's playing? Who's playing, Carlos? Let's see. What do we have in the queue? I do owe Joe a priority request. I'm not sure if Michael's still here. But I know he couldn't stay, and I don't think Joe would mind too much. So I'll do Is You Ain't next. Okay. I don't know if I say this every time I play it, but like I really need to redo this chart. Like I'm pretty sure this is scanned in paper, so this is from when I was not a baby, but like when I was baby jazz girl, and before iPads, pre-iPads. So, yeah, I really need to redo this chart and like make one that's relevant, because I also think I don't have, there's like a verse for it that I do that's basically the same as the verse chords. It's not exactly the same, and so I'm like always winging it when I play the song. Here you go. And with that, and on that note, here you go, Michael. I'm so confident. I've got a guy that's always late. Every time we have a date, and I love him, but I love him. Tonight I'm gonna set it straight. I'm gonna walk right up to his gate, and I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him, is you ain't my baby? Way you're acting lately makes me doubt. Are you still my baby, baby? Seems a flame in your heart's done burn out. A man is a creature that has always been strange. Just when you think that you should have won, you see he's gone and made a change. So is or is you ain't my baby? Maybe baby's found somebody new. Or is my baby still my baby true? A man is a creature that has always been strange. Once you think that you should have won, you see he's gone and made a change. So is you ain't my baby? There you go, Michael. Thanks for asking for that one. It's been a while. Haven't done that one on a stream in a long time. Oh my gosh, that's right. Oh my gosh, Michael, it was Michael's birthday on Valentine's Day. Thank you for reminding me, because that's definitely something I should know after how many years? We're about to celebrate 7 years of Crooner Coffee Hour, everybody. 7. You'd think that I would be able to just know right off the bat. I do know, like, now that you've said it, I'm like, yeah. I know in the past I've been like, I know it's on a holiday, but I think I know that it's on Valentine's Day now. But oh yeah, Chris and his wife, they do that thing. I feel like they do that each year, don't they, Carlos? Well, that'll be nice. Everyone wish Michael a happy birthday. You sang this last month at the Jazz Jam. Oh yeah, where is that? That's not the Stay Gold one, right? There's one at Stay Gold on Wednesdays. Or it's not Stay Gold anymore. What is it called now? Aaron, you probably know. I don't remember. Oh no, I think I already played it, Joe. I did, Love. Unconscious Goat, what's up? How are you? Oh, what did you sing? Oh, you sang, okay, I see. Wow. I got swept up in the confusion. Okay, Aaron sang this. You sang it at the jam last week, Aaron? I do want to come. I want to come. Will you? I don't know. I mean, my schedule's always so crazy and it's hard with the vehicle situation, but email me when you know you're going to go sometime and maybe we can hang out there together. Holy smokes. Oh, nice. Is this a video of you singing the song? Oh, Barrel of Fun. That's right. Man, I love that spot. That is such a cool little spot. I mean, I've never played there, but whenever we go to the movies there, I like to go get a drink down there. It's really cool. It's kind of got a carousel lounge vibe. It's by the thing with the coffee and the plants. What? Okay, what are we doing next? I'm going to sit right down. We still have so many free slots available, everybody. So, we only currently have 2 songs in the queue. So feel free to fill it up. I guess we're kind of quiet today, huh? We've got, I can't stay too long, so I made the queue a little shorter than usual because I have an out-of-town gig, so I have to after this, I have to pack up and do a drive, and gig somewhere tonight. But all that being said, there's 6 available slots left. I suppose we don't have to do them all if we're not feeling it. That's also totally fine. What was I gonna say? If you don't know how to request, there's a link going around. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, there's a link going around in the chat. It should also be in the description of the video, or if you're watching on Facebook, there's a pinned comment. It's a link that'll take you to a database of all the songs I can do for you today. There's a little under 400 songs. It's just to help streamline the process of, do you know this? Do you know that? Do you know this? Do you know that kind of thing? So unless you're a Twitch user and you're already familiar with this interface, don't worry about the request button. It probably won't work. So just go through the list to see, and then just type your request into the chat. If you are a Twitch user and you know how to use the request list, of course, that's the easiest for me because then I don't have to type it in around the guitar and stuff. But yeah, if you're a Twitch user and you go to that link, just make sure you're signed in, and then you can use that request button and it'll put it into the queue for me. Thank you so much again, everyone, for being here. Let's see. A lot of great songs in here today. What should we do next? I guess let's do Sit Right Down. Then let's do Side by Side. Then I'm just kind of going to alternate these between Joe and Aaron. Still, now the queue got a little bit more full, but we still have slots available. So feel free to take a peek, friends, and drop something in. I'm going to sit right down. I haven't done this one in a while. What? How dare I suggest OBS won't work? What? What happened? Last Sunday of every month from 6 to 9. You work until 7. Oh, so you always go. Oh, that's awesome. I feel like you were here in the... I mean, you know, it's like the way birthdays work. So we haven't done... Right? So, like, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, so, like, it'll be, like, a whole 7 years, like, at the end of 2024. Does that make sense? Like, so... Right? Yeah. So we're in our 7th year. It's like our 7th anniversary. But you were around for the first year, for sure. So, because I remember it well. Like, with all the middle years, I don't remember so much. Like, but I definitely remember the first year. I guess every year has sort of had some milestones. So, but yeah, you were for sure on the first year, Mike. Don't I go anywhere? Don't I go? Oh, I'm not allowed to go anywhere. You wait all week for this? How dare I suggest OBS won't work? I don't know what that means. Can't get to requests. What Patsy Cline song would you like, Corinne? Oh, Joe just put one in. Okay. Okay, Joe chose for you. What are we doing now? Oh, sit right down. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's see. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write one so sweet that can knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, and I'll be so glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, hope you're feeling better, and close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. What does that sound? And make believe it came from you. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words so sweet that knock me off of my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, and I'll be so glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, hope you're feeling better, and close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter, make believe it came from you, make believe it came from you, make believe it came from you. Sorry about that. I swear I heard an odd sound while I was playing that last song, and I got paranoid, and I want to make sure everyone was okay, but everyone's sleeping. Everyone's fine, so I don't know. I don't know what I heard. Yeah, Joe hooked it up for Corinne. Thanks, Joe, for doing that. No problem, Mike. Thanks for tuning in with us today. Tracy, nice to see you. How you doing? You have any exciting weekend plans? Guzzler, thanks so much for joining us today. How are you doing? always got to check for the doggos. Make sure the doggos are all right. Okay, what's next? That was a little extra fast. I didn't actually mean to play it that fast, but it just sort of happened. Side by Side is next. If you're a Vault member, oh, thank you, Anonymous, for gifting a subscription to Guzzler. That's so cool. Thank you. If you're a Vault member, which is like my version of Patreon, I put together a release for this. Like I did a full production for this next song. I would like, there's still a possibility, again, I don't know when I'm going to be able to work on it. I guess there's a possibility they could try to get it out before the end of February, but maybe not. But anyway, I gave you all members, like a sneak peek, a rough mix. I still have like maybe 6 to 8 hours of mixing and mastering left to do on it, so it's not really done. But in case you missed it and your email went out on Valentine's Day, was sort of my Valentine's Day gift to you, was to get you this thing early. So this is like one of my favorite like recent original tunes. And I hope you like if you got a chance to check it out. Hopefully the rest of you will be able to hear it sometime soon, but it'll be like not sooner than a month if you're not a member, basically. So thank you for requesting this one, Aaron. Appreciate you. If you're ready to roll, I could walk you home. Seems it's so difficult to find some time alone. Just you and I away from prying eyes on a golden path. Just the two of us in the twilight. What do you say? Would that be okay? 'Cause to me it sounds so nice. End of a day, we two side by side. Before it gets too late, wanna set it straight. There's so much at stake. Got something to say while we perambulate. Let me share just how I feel. Think this is the real deal. You're one of a kind, always on my mind. You make me wanna kneel. Hand in hand, we can make our plans. To me, that sounds so nice. End of a day, we two side by side. What do you say? Would that be okay? 'Cause to me that sounds so nice. End of a day, we two side by side. Sounds so nice. End of a day, we two side by side. What do you say? Would that be okay? 'Cause to me that sounds so nice. End of a day, we two side by side. Thank you, Aaron. I love that song. Thanks for asking for it. Just catching up on the chat here. I don't... Ooh, maybe, Tracy. Let me see. Tracy asked if I'm playing anywhere in Austin on 15th or 16th of April. No, not on those days. I'm doing a little festival here on Saturday, April 13th. But that is all that I know of for like basically all of April. I might be doing the airport. Do I have it in here? But it doesn't look like I'm doing it that weekend. I'm at the airport I'm playing at the airport on April 18th, but you'll probably be gone by then. So yeah, I'm doing a little daytime festival on Saturday, April 13th, if you happen to be around for that. I haven't posted it to my website yet, because I don't have all the details haven't been completely confirmed. I don't think. I gotta check. But yeah, I think that's all I have going on for that weekend at this point. Of course, that's like several weeks away, so that could change. But as far as I know, that's what's going on. I know I've heard such effusive compliments about Guzzler. I can't wait to check out a stream. My schedule has been like totally unmanageable lately, but I really want to come hang out sometime. Thank you. I do really like that one. So that you came in at a good moment for that. I've got some other ones coming up. I don't know if I have a favorite. That's the one I just played is probably like my favorite right now, my favorite original song right now. Should we do ukulele for this next one? Perhaps we ought to. Oh, and then, let's see. Let's do this one for Corinne, because Corinne hasn't gotten one yet. So it says it's for Joe, but it's actually for Corinne. We still have 2 free slots available, everybody. So if you'd like to submit a request, go ahead and do so. If you're watching on Twitch, you probably already know how to do it. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, just click on the link that takes you to my database, so you can see what songs I know. There are a little under 400 songs there, so there's probably something that I would love to play something that that you like for you, so don't be shy. Feel free to go ahead, look at the list, and then just come back to whatever chat window you're using and type in the song title, and we can add it into the queue for you. So this one's for Corinne. Walkin' After Midnight. My watch is telling me that I'm supposed to be stopping. Oh, okay. This is not updated. I made it longer on purpose. So it's not the time that I thought it was. We're in good shape. Okay. What are we drinking? We got coffee? What's going on? Yeah, I mean, that's the unfortunate thing too, is our anniversary event is next week, but I don't know how I'm going to have time to plan anything, like do anything special for it. I think last year I did it a little later, and then we took a break, and then we didn't do a Crooner Coffee Hour for a lot of the year because of the whole rebranding, changing the name of this project and all that stuff. Okay, ready? I always start this song too fast. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway, well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I start to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy and night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. I start to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy and night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I got walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. Walking After Midnight for Corinne. Thanks for joining us, Corinne. What about you, Guzzler? You got any exciting plans this weekend? I'm actually going to go see the show, I think, tomorrow. The show that I'm opening, not really opening the show, but, you know, the show I'm playing in the lobby for, the theater. The music director for this show was the music director for Sound of Music when I did Sound of Music there a couple years ago. So it's been like he's been around and like he'll come pop in and watch me play for a little bit occasionally, which is just, like so sweet. I love him so much. Have so much respect for him. So it's like it's been really nice that he's taken an interest. And we're supposed to like catch up a little bit, but I'm like really excited to see the show. I think it's like Sound of Music. It's sort of like an in the round kind of thing. And like the band is like part of the action, so to speak. So he's actually in it. Like a lot of times he just like rehearses the show and then isn't actually like on the show. But for this show, he's actually in it. So I'm gonna go see the show during the matinee. I'm gonna see the show during the matinee, hang out in between, play again before the evening show tomorrow. So that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, next up. It's like the most exciting weekend I've had all year, basically. Getting a haircut is the extent of how exciting your weekend will be. That's exciting. I cut my own hair, cut and color my own hair. I was trying to think about it the other day. I am pretty sure I haven't had a professional haircut since I went on tour for my first album in 2008. Might have been earlier than that, 2007, because I think the album came out in 2008, but I toured it like before the album actually came out. Might have been the summer it came out. But yeah, when I went on tour, I like got a haircut for that, and that was the last time. But that's okay. I prefer to just do all my own stuff anyway. What are you gonna get, Guz? It is a little on hiatus at the moment. Wish you'd use COVID as a time to learn how to cut your own hair. I mean, oh, you cut your own too? Nice. I also like have gone from dyed black hair all the way to platinum blonde and then back twice now, on my own. I don't recommend it, but I'm just saying I've just always been the kind of person where I'm like, it'll grow back. It's fine. Like, I know some people are like more particular, and I'm just not really one of those people. I'm like, I'll just wear a hat. If it really is that bad, I'll wear a hat, or in a couple weeks it'll grow, you know? Like, there have been a few times I've cut bangs. I'm like, oh, those are a little short. But then I either just put a headband on, or like I just, you know, wait it out for a couple weeks. It's fine. I didn't enjoy blonde jokes. I don't remember that. I'm naturally pretty blonde, so like your level of how light your hair is, like in cosmetology, is like a 1 is like black is black and a 10 is like platinum blonde, basically, ish. I'm naturally at like maybe a 7. It's pretty light. It's like a very light mousy brown, if that makes sense. Super light. But I'm not into it. I never have been. Never been into it. It just like makes me look washed out. I kind of like having some gravity to my features, you know. And then like I just can't do, and I can't do, like, it either has to be white or it has to be black. Like I can't do anything in between. I guess, well, I had a period of where I was doing like crazy colors, and I had red hair for a while. But anyway, wow, that was a tangent. But now that I've been doing this kind of like mid-century curl thing, like sort of, I kind of go between like a 30s fluff curl, 1930s fluff curl, and like a 50s, you know, it's not really a page boy because normally my hair's not this long. But I've been doing that for basically since I outgrew my crazy colors phase, like the unicorn colors. So 2015, maybe, so almost 10 years that I've been kind of doing the mid-century hairstyle. And honestly, like, it's just easier for me to do my own haircut because, like, I'm not saying all contemporary hairstylists would like struggle or have a hard time, but it's like a pretty specific haircut, and it's fine. It's not that hard to do by myself. And I feel like if I went to a Cosmo, they would like try to do it just right, and I think I'd need to go to someone that like has done it a bunch, like is familiar with the concepts. I don't know. Anyway, because it doesn't look good straight, you know, like it's in the intent is so that when it's curled, it looks a certain way and the curl set stays. And it's just not common. We've seen the whole spectrum in the last 5 years. I know, because I was going back and forth. It's true. Agreed. You don't look good in black hair, you found out? Yeah, I mean, you have to really commit with like the makeup and the eyebrows and stuff, you know? Anyway. Anyway, Guzzler, what kind of loop are you gonna get? What are you planning on getting? I've had so many. Because I've been, that first tour that I was telling you about, that's when I first started using loops. Because I've basically always been solo. So again, that might have been 2007. I think like the one that a lot of people have now is like the RC 500 or something. Like mine was a 50. I had the RC 50. What is the next song? I Want to Be Led by You. Oh, I was thinking ukulele. Should we do it? I think I can. Okay, give it a try. I'm just gonna put the Be Right Back screen on so I don't have to like mute and unmute and then forget that I muted and all that. So I'll hang tight. else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone. Boop boop be doo. I wanna be kissed by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be kissed by you alone. I couldn't aspire to anything higher than to feel the desire to make you my own. I wanna be loved by you, just you, and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone. I couldn't aspire to anything higher than to feel the desire to make you my own. I wanna be loved by you, just you and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you. Tweedly, tweedly, tweedly doo, boop boopy doo. Aren't we all in search of happiness? To each one it means a different thing. To some it's wealth, to some it's health, to some it's only what love can bring. Please don't blame me if I'm human too. I'm the same as you and you and you. I'm a dreamer, aren't we all? Just a dreamer, but aren't we all? In my dreams, each night, it seems my lover comes to call. He's so charming, strong and tall. It's alarming how I fall. He's divine, but then he can't be mine, and I'm a fool. But aren't we all? dreamer, aren't we all? Just a dreamer, but aren't we all? Every night in dreams, it seems my sweetheart comes to call. He's so charming, just divine. It's alarming how I find he's ideal, but then he isn't real, and I'm a fool. But aren't we all? Thank you, Aaron. That's I'm a Dreamer, Aren't We All? Really cute song from 1929 that Aaron introduced me to. I liked it so much that I made a single out of it at the beginning of last year. So if you like that one, you should go check it out. My husband is a percussionist and drummer, so he plays on my stuff when I can get him to. My gosh, what's going on in the chat now? 505, yeah. That's one, like, but it's like a hand one, right? Like, it doesn't, I mean, you can probably set up pedals for it, but that's like the thing about that one, right? Do you happen to have an iPad, Guzzler? Because there's this incredible app that is, you know, it's not free, but like compared to what a looper would cost. And it's like it can be a DAW, it's a mixer, it's a looper, it like has like it's crazy powerful what you can do with it. And you can like customize the interface of it basically. And they have some templates, like some user generated templates, and then some templates that the developers built that like actually mimic a 505. Anyway, if you happen to have an iPad, and while you're saving up for like a piece of hardware, because I know that hardware has its benefits, check out Loopy Pro if you happen to. If you happen to have an iPad, Loopy Pro, it's like amazing. Oh my gosh, Stream Elements has a One Big Dark Room timer. I haven't seen that. Sunny, what's up? Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Sunny, but I'm glad that you could join us for a second. Yeah, I have a another project called One Big Dark Room that's like sort of acoustic folk Americana. And I was doing a stream of that once a month, but I've just been so busy with other stuff. I'm trying to work on recordings for this project and for the other projects too, that I just haven't, I needed to cut something. So I haven't been doing those streams, but I'll probably start doing them again in June, maybe. Emily, you're back. Kind of underselling Eduardo. Don't have an iPad. Maybe we don't have a like a gear thread on Discord. But I mean, I don't know how much is a 505? Cuz the iPad Airs are like, or the iPad Minis are like $500, I think, and they're like really powerful. I'm such an Apple girly. It's about $500. I am underselling Eduardo because he's just the best. He's the best ever. All right, for old time's sake. Oh, my favorite dream. I love that one. We have one slot left. I was thinking let's do my Valentine's song for Eduardo. We'll do that next, and then I'll do these other ones. And then that'll be it for today. So this song, I think a journal of mine or something was telling me, I want to say it was 2017. It might have been 2018 that a Valentine EP came out. It's my Valentine EP. It has 4 songs, 3 standards, and this original tune that I wrote like maybe the year before. I have been with my husband for a long time, since we knew each other for a few years, and then he moved here in 2012. Not because of me, for some other reason, and so we like started courting, and then dating like at the end of 2012. And I am so used to relationships going just terribly wrong that I kind of like didn't really write that much about it in the beginning, because I was never upset. I was never upset. So when was that? Maybe 2016 or 2017. I was in this like songwriting club for a lot longer than that, but I happened to be in this songwriting club where I had to turn in a song each week with like a prompt that they sent out. And I did that for years. And at this particular week, I was going to do the Bob Schneider show that night, for Valentine's Day. And I happened to have the day off because of that. And I was like, it was when I was working like 2 part-time jobs, and I had an Etsy shop, and I was gigging. Like, it was crazy. And I think I had Patreon at the time and all this other stuff. So I happened to have, that was like the only day that I had free to write anything. So it was on Valentine's Day that I wrote this song, and I decided to write like sort of a retrospective song about like sort of the beginning of my and my husband's relationship. Although we weren't married yet, but we're both up early, even though we all stayed up late. Maybe before the others wake, we could go get some pancakes. Let's finish what we started, holding hands in the back of the van. 'Cause it would be a wish come true to love you. We pass the day in summer's heat, walking down Congress. And when you pull me to you, I think maybe we're making some progress. Let's finish what we started, holding hands in the back of the van. 'Cause it would be a wish come true to love you. I know I don't deserve you, but I ring having you near. Oh, what a difference in my life it might make if you moved here. If you moved here. Despite the odds, I think that we would work just fine, even though I wouldn't believe I could call you mine. So pinch me if you catch me dreaming while we hold hands in the back of the van, 'cause it would be a wish come true to love you. I know I don't deserve you, but I ring having you near. Oh, what a difference in my life it might make if you moved here, if you moved here. Despite the odds, I think that we will work just fine, even though I wouldn't believe I could call you mine. So pinch me if you catch me dreaming while we hold hands in the back of the van, 'cause it would be a wish come true. It would be a wish come true. It would be a wish come true to love you. Pinch me if you catch me dreaming while we hold hands in the back of the van, 'cause it would be a wish come true to love you. If You Moved Here, it's from my Valentine EP that I put out, I think, in 2017 or 2018. Thank you. Oh, Custer, that's so sweet. Oh my gosh, so nice. Thank you, thank you. Back to catching up on the... Joe, when I was a kid, I prayed for a bike, then realized the world doesn't work like that, so you stole one, prayed for forgiveness. Nice. Oh, thanks, Guzzler. Oh, Wonderson? Perfect. Aw. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you so much for the sweet compliments. What do we have next? Oh, for old time's sake, another original tune. I always get this one confused with the other one. If Only for Tonight. I've been playing that one in my set for old time's sake. Wait, but this is good. Gotta practice this one too. For phonographs, for silent films, for savior tin tops that hold wonder for a still. Nights of bygone magic, where love was but ours to make. Let us dance again for old time's sake. For starry skies, for sequin gowns, the sound of sweeping strings whirring all around. For all those chances that we so wish to take, hold my hand again for old time's sake. The future presses on, snuffing out young lovers' lights, replacing breathless vows with restless plots, with all these embers of memories. You're a dangerous spark. One sweet word might ignite this torchlight for you inside my heart. For ancient tears, for yesterday, for all the hopes we had that were dashed on away, for this lonely heart of mine you once had yet to break. Kiss me once again for old time's sake. The future presses on, snuffing out young lovers' lights, replacing breathless vows with restless plots, with all these embers of memories. You're a dangerous spark. One sweet word might ignite this torchlight for you inside my heart. For ancient tears, for yesterday, for all the hopes we had that were dashed along the way, for this lonely heart of mine you once said yet to break. Could you love me once again? Hold me once again, kiss me once again, for old time's sake. Okay, for old time's sake, I think, who asked for that one, Joe or Aaron? Thank you. I haven't played that one in a little while, I think. My Favorite Dream. I love this song. Thank you for asking for this one, Aaron. So I think I used to have a gear command. I don't know if I still do, because it's like it changed so much for a while, because I was actually using I was trying to do loops. I have this hardware thing, but like just the gain staging on it was just such a nightmare that I was like, okay, hardware maybe isn't the answer. So then I tried to do it in software, but then like my computer couldn't handle it. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just not looping right now. Maybe I just don't loop yet until I get two computers, because it just can't handle all the stuff. Anyway, so honestly right now I have this little like Yamaha mixer that I'm using that has some effects in it. That's basically it. So I mean, it's taken time to like dial it in and get it sort of where I like it, but this is like the most low-key version of my setup that I've had. I actually have a nicer interface. It sounds better, but for reasons I use this mixer. Yeah, it's a Yamaha AG06. I don't think they make them anymore. It was like during the pandemic, they were doing all these like all these different companies were making all these different like hardware devices for podcasters and Zoom and all this stuff, live streaming and stuff. And so it was like something that they made for that. My husband got it for me as a birthday present, I think, that year, because I think that year my interface died, and so I was like using one of his mixers that's similar to this, but there were certain things features that it didn't have that this one is better at. Anyway, I've gone through there's been a lot of iterations of sound on this stream, but right now that's what I'm using, because it's like the thing that most consistently works, that I can trust. Just plug it in and play. So guitar-wise, I have it just going direct in there, and it has some guitar effects. So it has like it's not amazing. It has like an amp simulator, and it has like some like preset bays where you can set up effects like different. So I have like an effect bay, like a patch basically for this stream. Then I have like a patch bay or an effects preset for like my other project that I stream with that has like a little more, it's more reverby. but even that, it's not super consistent. Like sometimes the presets just like disappear, or it'll like, yeah, all the stuff will get wiped away. Anyway, but it's the most, it's the most consistent. And then vocals wise, like basically what's so good that you're hearing is this microphone. I mean, I don't even think I have it really EQ'd. I'd have to look. Oh, I guess it has a little bit of compression and EQ. And then I have a little bit of reverb on it. But this microphone, I have a live mic, like a dynamic mic that I really like. It's packed up right now because I was gigging last night. I'm about to gig again later. So I was using that for a long time. I mean, I actually, for the first like 2 or 3 years, I completely just streamed from my phone. I actually had like a system, when I very first started, I had a system where I was using ears and a microphone and the mixer and everything. And it was, I thought it sounded good, but I think, especially back then, like this was 2018, I was streaming on Facebook because back then you couldn't like stream to Twitch, like unless it was from a computer. Like they didn't have like mobile and all that stuff back then. And I didn't have a computer that could do it. So I was streaming to Facebook and I was streaming on my phone, and I actually felt like people liked it better when I didn't have something in between me and the camera. So I just played acoustic like directly into my phone for a long time. But I wanted to make it sound a little bit better. So, when it was time, I wanted to get a nicer microphone for recording and for the streams. And, we have, an institution, a store here, like I mean, it's a rental place where you can rent gear. So my husband is like good at this stuff. He's not like an engineer, but has a lot more like recording experience than I do. And so he was like, let's, based on like the things that we know you want, let's try like 4 or 5 microphones. From there, like rent them, see how we like them. And this was like the winner by far. So then I got that one. And you should check, if you're not familiar with it already, Guzzler, you should check out Zounds, ZZOUNDS.com. They do like no credit check financing for gear. So you should check it out if you're interested in that. That's how I've been able to like get a lot of stuff. Like I think the first thing I got through them was this microphone. So yeah, check it out if you need to. This particular mic, if you happen to be interested, is a Warm Audio. It's called a WA14 large diaphragm condenser, and I freaking love this thing. And whatever microphone Angie got when she got her upgrade is like very similar to this one. It wasn't this exact model, but it was similar to this one. I thought you were playing with oh. Yeah, the distortion thing is so hard. Like getting it the right amount of grit is a challenge. Like this actually is sounding okay to me today, but it's hard on the, I don't know. Maybe I just haven't figured it out, but I feel like on this there aren't a lot of there isn't like that much room like to customize it really. Like it has a few things. But I like a little bit of grit, but not too crunchy. Like I like a little bit crunchy. Kind of like if you're live in a room, like enough where you have like the master volume kind of turned down, but like the gain cranked up a little bit, if that makes sense. Just so that when you drive it a little more, like when you're playing and you drive it a little more, it gets a little bit crispy, but not so, but you still want it smooth for other stuff. Anyway. That can be challenging because I feel like every time I want to add drive to something, it's just like way too crazy. It's like way crazy overdrive. I think I have it on like the absolute lightest amount of drive because I just wanted to have some grit, and without anything on it, it like can't tell. Anyways, that was a really long rant, sorry. It's a challenge, and then I don't know what your setup is or how your setup works, but like the biggest problem I've had is getting it to sound good for me and also getting it to sound good out. Because I feel like the mix isn't always, even if theoretically the mixes should be the same, they're not. So like I have to like check a balance. Is it good in my ears? And then like record it and then like listen to it the way a person would be listening to it, you know, and then revising it. It's a really annoying process. Anyways. Yeah. What DAW are you using? There are a lot of crazy plugins. Bye, Corinne. We have one more song. Sorry, I started getting nerdy. Joey wanted raw sounds. Yeah, I always say I'm gonna record it, and then I never have enough time. I always run out of time to that step, because it's like I have to kind of change the routing, like the audio routing, in order to hear it, like not through like something that's affected by what I would hear when I'm playing, if that makes sense. Anyway, it's a little complicated to do that before a stream often when I'm like running behind. So I have to just trust that it works. I have to trust that it sounds okay. Anyways. Yeah, totally. Exactly, Guzzler. But yeah, check out Zounds. Zounds.com if you aren't already familiar with it. Oh, darn it. Zounds.com. There we go. Sorry, not the one with the F. Bye, Emily. Thank you, Emily. That's so sweet. Okay. We have our last song is a Disney tune. My Favorite Dream, requested by Aaron. Yeah, basically the short version is that like, I have resigned to, this is fine for now. I would like to be able to do more. I would like for it to sound closer to what I want it to, like what I'm hearing in my mind, but I have tried so many things, and whenever I try to make it better, it ends up making it way harder. So this is fine for now. And then once I have some more time, if I have time, you know, to like devote to like improving the stream, you know, then I'll look at it again. But for now, this is kind of all the bandwidth I have for this. So, I guess, Joe, you're gonna set up the raid for us. If you are watching on Twitch, we're gonna do a raid, but I'll just put the goodbye screen on. So I can just take the guitar off and have both free hands and just do it easily. So I'll set up the raid, but I'll be off camera. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Holly. I live in Austin, Texas, USA, and I'm a songwriter, jazz vocalist. I'm here every Friday, going on 7 years. Technically, our 7th anniversary is next Friday. Play mostly songs from 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and my original tunes that have sort of modeled after that style of songwriting from that period. I do have some music on streaming services and stuff if you'd like to support me in like the most low friction way. That's a really easy way to do so. I have links going in the chat on chat timers, or you can just search Holly Frost. I'm easy to find. And I'll be back next Friday for another Crooner Coffee Hour. Hopefully I'll get to see some of you then. If you happen to be new, we're really into vintage Disney. So, I mean, I'm into all Disney, but I particularly like pre-1977 Disney music. I mean, I'm a fan of I was a child during the Disney Renaissance, so I love Disney Renaissance music too. But this is sort of my thing that I do. So this is from a featurette called Fun and Fancy Free, right? Yeah, 1947. Really beautiful song requested by Aaron. In my favorite dream, everyone is so delightful. No one's mean or spiteful in my favorite dream. Yes, and in my favorite dream, there my heart can go romancing, dancing to a heavenly theme. But there's something else I look forward to. It's a secret, but here's a clue. He's my favorite, you know. You're the hero of my most favorite dream. Yes, there's something else I look forward to. It's a secret, but here's a clue. He's my favorite